So I want to talk about emotional prison. A lot of times we don't realize that we are creating a prison system with our emotions that we don't want to deal with, our emotions that we're distracting, our emotions that that we just don't want to feel. So what we do, we throw the emotion in a cell, which is our cells, because we are made up of trillions of cells that represent us. They poop. These cells poop, sleep, breathe, everything that we do, trillions of us. We just lock that emotion in one of those cells, right? Within our body, which is ourself. I just want you to follow me. So what we do, we lock them up, we throw away the key, and we don't think about it. But what happens when things don't eliminate, they accumulate, right? So what happens is we have an overpopulation in our system. The system, it's we have too much. We have to get rid of some of these emotions with our inmates. We have to get rid of them. We got to get rid of them. We got to figure something out because what happens is overpopulation becomes a stagnation where your body is not balanced and you are creating sickness. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of us we think we're fat, we think we're depressed, we and expressing it as we think because it's a choice. We are choosing to feel this way and we are associating ourselves with I am, and our I am becomes our personality, and our personality becomes obviously our reality. Shout out to Joe Dispenza for that. But it becomes our reality, and we think we're fat, we think we're depressed, we think we are all this. But if we start tapping into our energy and start freeing up these emotions, and when things free up, they float up. When they free up, they come out. And when they come out, people don't like the way it feels. But instead of stuffing it back down, release it. So when you release it, you start to, I want you to understand it. I don't want you to throw it away. And what I emphasize, let me fix my hair. What I emphasize with my warriors today is that when you break up with somebody, and somebody, hey, why aren't you and so together? I don't know. What you mean you don't know? I don't know. You need to know, because if you don't know why you broke up with something, why you release something, guess what? You'll accept anything else that would come into your life. You'll accept the same thing that comes into your life. And I broke up with the person because of this. I stopped feeding this emotion. I stopped because of this. And when you stop feeding something, you understand. And I don't want you to starve an emotion. Okay. I don't want you to starve an emotion because you're neglecting it. I don't want you to just leave it in the cell and just letting it die and causing death. No, I want you to release. Release. I want you to bring it to the court, and I want you to dissect it. I don't want you to judge it. I want you to understand it. And once you understand it, I want you to release it. So when somebody asks you, hey, how you lose 50 pounds? Or hey, how'd you do it? You're so happy. Or why did you break up with this energy? I broke up because of X, Y, and Z. And once you understand, you will never welcome that energy back in your life because you did the work, you graduated. So with this emotional prison system, remember you are the warden and you could release, you could shut down the whole jail. I'm shutting down the whole jail and I'm releasing everybody. And when you release everybody, I want you to understand everybody. So when you release all that doesn't serve you, you're not trauma bonding with other people and you're giving them your problems. You're actually like blood is not on your hands from the things that you release. Okay. So you're releasing this, but you're understanding that and you're transmuting. This is important. You're transmuting the energy into love. So I'm releasing hate, but I'm transmuting it into love. So when it goes into the world, it's reflecting love because love is coming within me. So within what is happening within me, self-love starts within. You can't love anybody else unless you love yourself first. You cannot make love to anybody else until you make love with yourself first. You can't praise somebody else and like help them with their power if you don't help yourself with your power first. Because once you help yourself with your power and you're clapping for yourself, you're loving yourself and you're freeing yourself from energy that doesn't serve you, you could be the best cheerleader for anybody else because you have enough, because you poured into your cup so you can pour into someone else's cup, and because you're overpouring. So I just wanted to focus on that, and I want you to focus on releasing things that do not serve you, understanding you are the captain of your ship. You are the warden of this cell, this cellular body. You are the warden, and you can release at any time what doesn't serve you. So before I get into that, I want to get into EFT tapping. So I want us to focus on releasing. So right now, when I think about emotional freedom technique tapping, I see it as releasing things that don't serve you, tapping on those cells, the keys to those cells, and releasing the emotions that don't serve you. So let's get into it. You can go at my pace, or you can go as slow as you want. You can recite your mantras that fit your emotions, and just, release things that don't serve you. Anything that comes up, let it come out. Okay. So follow me. So we're gonna start with the karate chop. Emotional freedom tapping technique. This technique right here is releasing the cells. And I'm talking about you're tapping on each cell and you're releasing that emotion that's stuck in there because you decided to have a prison system of emotions, and that you just locked it up, threw away the key, and you didn't realize that everything was overpopulating. So now it's creating sickness within your body. So now you have to release these emotions. And before you release them, you need to understand them. So to me, EFT tapping is knocking on the door of the emotion, releasing it, understanding it, and graduating it. And before you graduate and before you open that door, I want you to transmute that energy. So follow me. We're tapping on the door, you're opening the door, you're transmuting the energy from a low vibration to a high vibration, and then you are letting it go. And when you let it go, you're actually graduating from that energy, because now you understood, you understood. Now you're overstanding the problem and applying the solution. So when you know better, guess what? You do better. So let's get into this EFT tapping. So go at your own pace. Follow your energy, follow your mantra, follow what emotions that come up. But we're gonna start with the karate chop. Blade, take your 4 fingers and let's release these emotions. So I'm just tapping. I love myself. I love myself. I feel this emotion, but I love myself. 4 fingers right at the brow line. I feel these emotions, but I love myself. 2 fingers right at this, right on the side of your eye. I feel these emotions, but I love myself. Tapping. I love myself. I love myself. I feel these emotions, but I love myself. I'm gonna keep it simple. 2 fingers right at the lip, right at the line. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Right at the chin line. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. 4 fingers right below the collarbone. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Right at the crown. 4 fingers. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Right here, no particular order if I'm going out of order, but right here for women, right at the brow line, for men, or 4 inches underneath the underarm. And you're going to tap 4 fingers. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Take a deep breath. Release all that doesn't serve you. So now that you release the emotions, you're transmuting it into love. You're transmuting in lower vibrations to love. Understand that you're releasing what no longer serves you. So don't pick it up. You let it go. So don't pick it up. Stay rich, stay rich. And remember, you can set yourself free anytime you want. And that's what true energetic richness is understanding you are the co-creator of your life. So start creating freedom. Stay rich.